Building a community to help those with disabilities is the goal of an upcoming resource fair for Elkhart Community Schools. Sharon and Susan are here to explain. Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Hometown Living.
Thank you for having us.
So before we get started in the interview, what is your role?
Okay, so my name is Sharon Dukowski. I'm the transition coordinator for Elkhart Community Schools. So I help families kind of navigate transitioning from school to adult life.
Oh, wonderful.
And throughout the years.
And Susan?
Susan Fultinsky. I'm the Director for Employment Services at ADEC. So we do a lot of different services for individuals with disabilities. My department focuses specifically on community employment and helping individuals kind of find their place in the working world.
So the resource fair, let's talk about that. What is that?
So a few years ago, myself and Advocacy Links is a nonprofit organization in Elkhart. We're talking about the need for Elkhart community members to learn more about what's available to them in the community. And there's a lot of fairs in Indianapolis and Fort Wayne, but there was nothing really in our local area. And so we kind of got together with a lot of other constituents that provide services to people with disabilities and talked about having a resource fair to bring in as many resources in our community to help families and adults navigate the resources in the community.
And so what kind of vendors are you expecting?
So we have Loveway coming, which they do horseback riding.
Yes.
I know you know about Loveway.
Yes.
We actually have some attorney groups to help with guardianship. We have Core Villas coming, which is an organization that provides services to people with disabilities. We have ADEC is coming. So a lot of those types of services. Yeah.
Also vocational rehabilitation. They are with the state, Work One, yeah.
So what does it mean for individuals with disabilities to come to a fair like this, to know that there are opportunities out there for them to be gainfully employed?
Well, it's especially important at the high school age. I know as a parent with a child with a disability, when junior and senior year rolls around, you kind of get inundated with all sorts of information, and it can be really hard to navigate that. So this is an opportunity for the students, their families, their support systems, the community in general, to come and learn about what services are available so that they can start planning for what does life look like after high school, because everybody is a contributing member of the community, and sometimes they just need a little help with that. So this puts everybody in front of them that can help them with those next steps.
What does it mean for the individual to be empowered to know that they can get a job and work and actually get a paycheck and possibly live on their own?
It is beyond important. I mean, think about how we feel when we get that job that we want. When we think about the first time you got a paycheck and all the things that you thought you were going to buy with it and then realized you couldn't afford it anyway. It's vital for not only them to know that, but for everyone in the community to be aware of that as well.
And who can attend the resource fair?
So the resource fair is really designed for anybody, any age. It's not, I know we're holding it at Elkhart Community Schools because we were partnering on this project, but it's for anybody. So it could be, you could be 60 years old, you could be 20 years old, but also I would really encourage family and friends of people with disabilities to attend, because the more knowledge the circle around the person has, the better it is for the person. So if you have nothing to do on Saturday morning, it's a great opportunity just to come and learn more about what's happening right in your backyard.
So you work for ADEC.
Yes.
Share a success story with me.
Oh, well, I have so many. I've been doing employment services for 13 years now, so there really are a ton. But I think that my favorite was a young woman who was not given the support growing up, that she just didn't think that a job was in the cards for her. She had always been told that's not what people with disabilities do. And somebody helped her get signed up for vocational rehabilitation services. And she didn't do well with social interactions, but she had wonderful dexterity. And so we worked with a local restaurant that needed somebody to help clean their menus and roll their silverware. And then that freed up their hostesses and hosts and waitresses and waiters to provide that direct customer service.
I love
and
that.
So she did that for many years until, unfortunately, pandemic, and that kind of cut back on the restaurant industry. But
I love that because they were able to actually find a position that worked for her.
absolutely.
Thank you so much, ladies, for being here.
Thank you for
what
having
you
us.
do.
Thank you.
The Disability Resource Fair is April 19th at Elkhart's Freshman High School, located at 1 Blazer Boulevard in Elkhart. The event is free and goes from 11 to 2.